Okay, let's see if that works. Another brilliant day. It's just above freezing, like every other day. The sun is definitely shining. Out the sunglasses. Ooh. I already can't see a damn thing. They're breaking out the sunglasses early. Okay, what should we talk about today? No idea. It's funny because when I'm like sitting at my computer, not drawing, not doing anything, I have like all these ideas, like, oh, I could talk about this, oh, I could talk about that, and then literally once I even start streaming, not even necessarily doing this, I am like, my mind just went blank. I don't know what to say. smoking's so damn expensive. expensive, but it's not that much of a burden. I think if I was going to complain about gas prices, I think that I just would complain about everything, and I do, so maybe I should complain about gas prices. But it's actually not too bad. So I quit smoking, like almost a year ago. Try to keep my budget balanced and everything like that. As you can see, I've been like higher strung. I haven't been as calm as I used to be. I'm more erratic in my thinking. I'm quick to judge things, which I'm really not a judger, so it's really bizarro that I'm doing it. But, my depression has been, more active. Smoking gives me, as well as almost a caffeine boost at the same time. So I'm able to stay awake and keep going, especially during the day when I actually have needed the cigarettes the most. And at the same time, I'm calmer. I have less anxiety. If I was able to afford cigarettes right now, if I was able to budget for it, I would be smoking right this second. So it is what it is. And I think that I also, care less, and maybe it's because I am, on a shoestring and, trying to figure out what, trying to figure out the value of my time. And how much my time is worth. I don't have a real good answer to any of that. My time is as valuable as it's being allowed, I guess. I don't like it, but it is what it is. It just feels like my even doing this, going to work and stuff like that, it doesn't feel like my time is valuable even to my job. And I would say that's a shame, but it seems like that's what life is. I definitely put more value onto my time and everything like that than anybody else, as that should be like that. But the fact that nobody seems to respect my time is also plays a role in it. I was talking about smoking. And so I haven't smoked in a long time, and I even was doing really weird things when I was hate smoking. I really hate smoking. The pro-choice pro-life, or even the pro-marijuana, or pro-drug, and everything like that. If you are a party that supports less legislation, smaller government, or government interference, and if you support that stuff, then you should not give a shit. The one thing that I've noticed where the legalization of marijuana is concerned is that the smell of marijuana is now concentrated in places. In fact, I was driving home and basically must have gone through a cloud because I couldn't believe that the smell would be so strong. With my windows rolled up and me driving through. Now, it could have been the car in front of me, and I could have just been getting like a blast, but man, they must have been smoking like crazy. I did not see any smoke coming out of the car in front of me, but my God, the scent was strong. And that is where, like, if somebody said, this is where it's a problem, that is where it's a problem. That is exactly where it's a problem. Because it's now affecting me. And it is a dopamine drug meant to get you high, dull your senses, and reduce cognitive function. That's what it does. I'm not going to get into the health benefits that people freaking try to spew, because there really is no health benefits. It's all a detriment. It's all bad for you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it helps your glaucoma or eases your pain, and you think that it's a freaking lifesaver because of it. It's still bad for you. Guns don't protect, and drugs are bad for you. All drugs are bad for you. That's why you gotta weigh the side effects. You gotta weigh, I'm an addict, so I have to weigh the addictive factors in that as well, because I will become addicted to it. I can become addicted to children's chewable aspirin. So I have to weigh the benefits of the drug to the fact that it's poison entering my body. So there's the benefits of the drug, what it gives me, and then there's the effects of the drugs, which is usually bad for me. That's how I look at it all. Everything goes like that. Everything. If the drug I'm taking, and I'm talking about smoking, if smoking is affecting others, that's bad. And I don't have the right or the freedom to affect others with my cigarette smoke. As much as a pain in the ass it is, as horrible as it is, and have them fake coughing. Oh, can't believe you're gonna give me lung cancer. Bullshit. As bullshit as all that is, because it is, I have to respect the fact that they do not want my smoking around them. Especially in a public place. I don't have the right in a public place to interfere with them. I don't. Now, if they come to a smoking designated area and do that bullshit, they can go fuck themselves. Because this is a smoking designated area, and that if you're a non-smoker, stay away from it. If you're allergic to tobacco or allergic to nicotine or whatever the fuck you think you are, whatever fake diagnosis you've given yourself, freaking care what that. I don't care. I don't care what you say. This is a smoking designated area, and this is where I'm going to smoke. But if it's not a smoking designated area, and I don't care where it is, if it's interfering with somebody else's life, their ability to function, then that's where you're in the wrong. That's where I'm in the wrong, I should say. Now, I haven't had that displeasure because I haven't had the pleasure of smoking in a long time. But that does exist. It is a consequence. It is a consequence that I am very well aware of to my smoking. Is smoking good for me? No, smoking is bad for me. But I weigh the benefits the smoking gives me to what is bad, and even the consequences of interfering with somebody else, or the chance of interfering with somebody else by my smoking. And this isn't new for me, but man, has it been sent home to me with the pot smoking. Especially people who smoke pot who don't like cigarettes. What the fuck's up with that? You're anti-smoking, you're allergic to tobacco, but you'll freaking smoke pot? Yeah, go fuck yourself on that bullshit. But I have to respect the fact that you don't like smoking. But you have to respect the fact that I don't want your freaking pot around. And I usually don't say anything. I would only say something if they said something to me. They lodged a complaint against me. And kind of like, do restaurant rules. Never send your food back. Walk out, don't pay, don't eat it, but don't send your food back. Not worth it. Never worth it. Never worth it sending your food back. The reason I bring up the no smoking is because these might, I might not even be able to post this video today. Be cut off, and if I'm cut off, I'm cut off, and it is what it is. And Friday I'll have to pay the restoration fee and whatever jokes shit that they come up with, and then it is. And I've had been with this lousy company for over 5 years now. They have a monopoly in my town, and I have no choice but to use them. Which is the reason why when I'm less than 30 days late with paying, they can send me shut-off notices. And they can tell me that they're shutting me off. They can shut me off the day after I'm late. They could shut me off because I have no recourse. Even though they took my last month anyway, they can still shut me off before my last month is done, and they can keep all the money that they collected from me when I signed up. Because I am paying a month ahead. I'm not even a month behind yet, so I mean it was kind of ridiculous for them to send me a shut-off notice, and then again there is COVID, and I have the shut-off notice, and I'm supposed to already be shut off, so tax on all of it if they cut me off, and yay. It's wonderful to be poor. But yeah. So if I can't afford internet, I can't. There's definitely no way I'm like getting ready to afford buying cigarettes again. Which, I'm hoping for 2023. I originally quit smoking because of the debt I accrued for my 50th birthday, which was now, I'm on the second year. That debt I haven't fully paid off yet. Paying interest, so I'm basically paying another poor tax because of bad decisions I've made. I don't know what I'm going to do once everything's all paid up. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like in really good shape. I say this because I'm currently right now, like one bad day, one hospital run away from absolute ruin. From complete and total ruin. To being homeless, having my house seized from me. I am literally one bad day away from that. I am holding on by a thread. It's not good news that I'm not the only one that's doing this, and the only one in this position. But there is a little bit of comfort that I have, knowing that it's like I'm not unique in that. The poverty line has basically risen so far ahead that even if I get myself above water, and out of debt, I'm still going to be poor. I'm not all of a sudden going to like have money. I'm still going to be very poor. I'm just going to be poor with less debt. Even if this takes off, even if all of a sudden I become monetized with YouTube, it's not gonna pay enough. It's not gonna pay enough for me to quit my job, no matter how much it is. That's gonna take years after monetization before it even kicks off from there. And I watch what these people go through, and I really, it's not the greatest. It's actually awful. What streamers put themselves through. Professional. I should say, I'm an amateur streamer right now. It's the professional streamers that make a living doing this, being streamer. What they go through, what they put themselves through, and what they sacrifice to do this isn't worth it. It isn't worth it at all. And some are like one engagement away, or marriage or divorce or whatever the hell is going on in their life. There's some personal reason that they are just, even could even be health problems. They are literally going to be about to lose their streaming revenue, lose their sponsorship. They're just one heartbeat away from it as well. Most monetized streamers don't make any money. Don't make enough money to survive on. And a lot of them are paying more more than taxes than the revenue that they bring in. And I just wonder, like, how is that freaking worth it? But I'm not in their shoes. They might have, a sugar mama or sugar daddy, waiting in the wings, and where they can survive, building up their brand, whatever their brand is, but they can survive building up their brand, and until they can make it. If somebody's in that position, then more power to them. But if you gotta work a job and then you gotta stream and you gotta do that, like this is I haven't even started working full time, yet. I'm working, right now till the I can put myself in a better position. I put myself out there to be in the better position, which I thought I was going to get, but I did not. So I'm still at my original position, which is a good retirement. Like right now, this job would be great if I was monetized, because I can do this job. I can actually do another job, which is I am waiting for something else to come through. If it does not come through, I am going to resign myself to this job as it is, and I'm going to get a second job. And if this job that I'm doing right now interferes with that second job, I'm going to quit this job, because this job isn't worth it. I'm still considered a part-timer. I've been at it for 10 years, and it can go fuck itself for all I care. This job has done nothing but give me grief and make me feel useless and worthless. It's the reason why I didn't want to identify myself as my job. Because it would mean that I have to admit that I'm worthless and unvalued. But I put myself into a position because of how they were basically abusing me and abusing the privilege that they knew that I needed the money and I was willing to work. And they could even get away with not paying me for work that I did. It was that bad. It was that awful. I mean, there was one time where I was losing 10 hours every week. 10 hours they would cut. 10 hours of work that I physically did, they would cut out of my freaking paycheck. Because I was going over their budget. And it was just absolutely disgusting. And when I went back to that, where they started cutting it out again, and carving up my freaking day, and then sending me all over freaking Kingdom Come, so that I would, they would think I would get confused or something like that with how I'm getting paid, and then not pay me for hours that I work. The whole thing can go fuck itself. It can all literally just, if it burned to the ground tomorrow. And they're doing a good job of that because of 45. So it's just awful all around. But yeah, I'm at that point where this is the last ditch. But the position I put myself into was really, really good. It was a low impact. It's the reason why most of you will see that I'm online, at noon. After basically working 5 hours. I don't even this up forever. I would do this job forever. Like I said, if all of a sudden I actually did think that, you know, something good was going to come out of with Twitch when I started on Twitch. That's when I switched to this job from my other one. I thought I was going to have some money from Twitch, and I was going to basically be able to supplement, you know, have them supplement each other. Until I learned exactly how Twitch worked and exactly how it all boils down and everything like that. And I also realized that I was never going to get out of debt. Bad thing about taking this job that I did, and yes, an opportunity arose and I took it, but the bad thing about taking this job is that I'm not making as much money as I was making, so I'm not paying down my debts. It's the reason why I am late on my, you know, internet, you know, payment, which is like one of the first times I've ever been late since I've had it. And I think that they don't even know what to do, because I bought my router, so they can't even claim my router or turn off my router. My router is my router, so they have to actually physically turn me off from the street. You know, somebody has to come out and they have to turn me off. And I don't know if it's still there's COVID protocols or the protocols are now lifted. Who knows? But you know, I still have internet as far as I know as of now, but I might come home and I might not have it. And if that's the case, then, you know, I'm going to have to you know, figure out what I'm gonna do. This video and subsequent videos from it, I'll film it all week and then post them all up together. You know, from when I'm, you know, back online. I don't have a data plan that would justify me running just data, but I can check some things. I don't have unlimited data, I should say, because I went with a cheaper option because I had to go with a cheaper option. I had no choice. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at. And I know they say don't talk about this stuff. You know, this is the stuff you don't talk about. And if another person was actually talking about it, I mean, I think it's one of the reasons why I kind of like Lux so much, because Lux would say what's going on. You know, sometimes after the fact, you know, after it's all said and done, but sometimes in the middle. Sometimes, you know, he mentioned that he got kind of screwed with the YouTube payments for a long time and had to pay taxes on it, and, you know, he was making a lot of money and, you know, didn't have any access to that money, but still had to pay taxes on it as earnings. And, you know, it was kind of a bad situation. You know, turned worse. But everything, whatever, you know, like I said, I think that's what attracted me to him. And I found him through Project Melody, which through Project Melody I pretty much found everybody. Yeah, I wouldn't even know what a VTuber was if it wasn't for Project Melody. Iron Mouse helped me get my voice. I mean, like, I owe the VTuber community a lot. it doesn't seem like I have much, but what I do have, I pretty much owe it to the VTuber community for basically, helping me just keep going. I mean, this has been really difficult for me all the way through, and I try to set some limits because I know that if I didn't set the limits, I would just quit. I would just be enough of this shit. I'm done. And it was becoming too much to keep setting up and doing the streams, and that was really hard. It was really hard to realize that I had to do this change. I couldn't do something that is meant for later, because I don't know if the later is going to ever come. But I want to do it because I don't think the later is going to come. And it's like I'm kind of always been in that kind of conundrum. It's like with the art. The art streams are great and wonderful, but you know what? There's a chance that I could do much better and have a bigger platform and have more people who enjoy the art watching me draw, because I don't currently have the reach for it, and I'm not part of any community that does it. And I know I say I want to build my own freaking community and I want to have my own people and my own stuff, but it's not mine. Anyway, I now got the sun back in my eyes and I have my sunglasses off. So I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a great time, and maybe we'll do this again tomorrow. And as always, cool beans. All right, take care.